What's up, YouTube? Okay, I'm Triple Eight here with the final round of the tournament I was in. I know it's been a long time since I posted it. It is over like already by a month or something, I don't know. But I actually now I found the time to post it because I had exams, I had like my social life and stuff like that, so I didn't have time to post it. But yeah, sorry for that. From today I'm going to post a bit more, I hope. So yeah, now for this final round it was against Swadner. I all told you that. If you don't remember, just check out my previous videos again. I already had two very good battles with Swadner and I hoped this was the third. But yeah, you'll see what it's going to be, but I have two battles for you right here because the first one was a bit short and we both decided it was better for you guys that we did a rematch and had a better battle. But yeah, for the first one I'm going to show you the team preview. Like for the rest of this tournament I was using the same team, and Swadner actually also came with a rain team, and yeah, I don't know if he chose some Pokemon by coincidence or if he chose them because he knew my team, but it is a very solid team with a Ferrothorn, which is also always very good. He also has a Drizzle team, you can see that on the Politoed. The Cloyster is going to be a pain in the butt to take out, you'll see that. Dragonite in the rain, it can be like Specs or something, and it can also be like Parashuffler, everything just to support the team, or Choice Band set can be everything, so I need to watch out for that. The Celebi, I don't mind, because yeah, my Shaymin and Celebi, they are like almost exactly the same, so they go head to each other, but my Shaymin has a slight advantage in Air Slash, I think. And then there is the Magneton, who I actually don't have any problems with, but you'll see that in a minute. Now, for the first battle, so let's start this. I put the video on fast, so yeah. Politoed versus Ferrothorn, not a good choice for me. I'm going to switch out to my Tentacruel, hoping to get a burn on the Ferrothorn. I don't get it, he gets a Parahax on me, so I decide to get the Rocks out first, and then to switch out into my Shaymin. So Shaymin can cure my Tentacruel's paralyzation, because I just really hate that. But yeah, that's going to happen right here. So I switch into Shaymin on the Stealth Rocks again, but it's really good because my Shaymin didn't get any damage. And here I go for the Seed Flare first, because I know he's just going to Thunder Wave me, and I don't want the Thunder Wave, so here he's going to switch out while I go for the Aromatherapy, so now my Tentacruel is also healed. Now I don't want a Dragonite to hit me, so I go into my Jirachi, who can take like any move a Dragonite has, except for Earthquake, but he goes for the Hurricane, so it's really good. And I predict him to switch out again because I didn't see any leftovers or something, and he goes into the Magneton, which is perfect because I can just revenge kill it with the Duck Trio by switching out using U-turn. And here's where the shit begins. Look, I was just sacrificing my Duck Trio right here. I thought he's going to set up once with Shell Smash and then he's going to hit me, so here I go for the Sucker Punch, just trying to get some more damage. But he predicts that, and he goes for a second Shell Smash. So I'm like, fuck, the game is over right here. So yeah, but not being a douchebag, I'm just going to like do everything that I can do. I just go for another Sucker Punch. If he went for a third Shell Smash, it would be like really funny. But yeah, from now on, I just get swept. I just get swept by a Cloyster. +4, what do I have to do? Yeah. Even Skarmory, he gets a crit. Doesn't really matter because he could have hit me like two times elsewhere, but yeah. At this point, Politoed isn't going to do anything. He gets killed by 4 Rock Blasts. This is the power of Cloyster, the raw power. But what confuses me a bit is that I don't see any items, so I'm thinking maybe it's a Metronome or something. So his power got boosted and stuff, but yeah, not even that. Swadner told me his Cloyster has King's Rock, so it's like King's Rock on a Cloyster, actually a very good idea, because bar for the fact that he can like critical hit me like every Icicle Spear, he can also get a flinch really easy. So yeah, I just got swept. You saw that all. It was a really short battle, 18 turns, not very amusing for you guys. I lost. Swadner won the final, but just for you guys, we did a second battle, and that one was a bit, well, at least somewhat better. So I'm going to start it right here, and yeah. Now we start at the same point actually. Politoed versus Ferrothorn. I predicted him to do something else, but he just goes the same way. I put in Tentacruel again. I go for the Scald. I don't get the burn again, and actually this is all going the same way. Yeah. So I switched out into Shaymin again. This time it didn't rapid spin because I predicted him to yeah, to Power Whip this time instead of Leech Seed because it didn't quite work for him the last time. And here I just go for the Aromatherapy in one shot. Here I predict the Dragonite to come in, I believe, but it just goes into with a T-Wave trying to cripple me. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. So my predictions are a bit off at the start, so yeah, U-turn on the Ferrothorn and go back into Shaman. At least I predicted the Leech Seed good, so my Shaman can absorb it actually. And here I just try to get some special defense drops because the Ferrothorn is being a bitch, staying in there all the time. All the time, it just isn't fun. So I go for the Air Slash. I get a flinch, really funny. All really, really good. And here he finally switches out into his Dragonite while I go for the Air Slash. I don't want the Dragonite to set up, so I go into my Tentacruel. I don't know what he's going to do, but he actually goes for the Thunder, so that's like, oh crap. But it doesn't really matter, because yeah, Tentacruel's in. I just go for the Protect, because I know he's going to attack again, to get some more health back. And here I'm going to switch out again, and I go straight into my Irachi to take the Thunder, because yeah, special defensive Irachi. But he actually shows me his Live Orb. I didn't saw that the other time. I think it's my own mistake, but yeah, it's Live Orb. And here he goes for the Thunder again, while I go for the Thunder, trying to paralyze him. I don't get it, but yeah, doesn't really matter. So he goes for the Roost, while I go for another Thunder, and I believe do I get? Yeah, I get the Paralyze here, so that's really awesome. And he's still faster because yeah, I'm paralyzed too. And this is actually going nowhere, so he goes for the Thunder, my Irachi lives that. I go for the Wish because yeah, I know I can live yet another one. And here he goes for the Hurricane, trying to confuse me. He doesn't get it. I get off my Thunder and I get my Wish back. So here I believe he predicts my Wish again, so he just goes for the Hurricane, trying to confuse me. Doesn't get it. I go for the Wish. And here he goes for the Roost, and it's like a little bit of stall war between Dragonite and Irachi, which neither of both of them can win, so yeah. But here I predict him to switch out because we are both at full health, so I go for the U-turn, and he goes into Magnezone again. Perfect timing. My Dugtrio can come in, kill the Magnezone again with an Earthquake, and he sets in his Cloyster. But this time I'm not going to be like really stupid, so I'm just going to attack that thing. I don't want him to set up. I'm going for an Earthquake again. Now he's at -2. I should be able to do lots of damage, but he just goes for the Icicle Spear to finish me off. So here I go into Skarmory because I know I can take a +2 Icicle Spear. I know I can't take a +4, but +2 should be easy enough, I think. But yeah, seeing at this damage, yeah, that's like really a lot. Skarmory almost got like one hit KO'd by that, and I'm a fully defensive Skarmory, so that's like, oh fuck. Here he goes back into his Ferrothorn while I go for the Wish, because yeah, I don't want anything to happen. And he goes for the Power Whip, predicting my Tentacruel. I was actually going for the U-turn to go into my Skarmory, but yeah, it didn't really work like that. And he gets off a Leech Seed while I go for the U-turn now, and after the Wish, of course. And I go into my Skarmory again. I take some rock damage, and he goes for the Thunder Wave, paralyzing my Skarmory, but that doesn't matter because I get my Wish. Really awesome. And I believe I switch out again to my Shaman so I can cure like all the paralysis on my team, because I have a Irachi that's paralyzed. I have is my Tentacruel paralyzed? I don't know. But at least my Skarmory is paralyzed, so yeah. Now all my guys are healed, and I just go for some Air Slashes to get off some damage, maybe flinch him, whatever. But here he switches out into his Dragonite once again. The stalemate, it happens all the time. And here I'm just going to switch out, I believe, back into my... Oh, I go into my Politoed predicting something, but yeah, Politoed can't take the Hurricane really well. But it doesn't really matter because I have the Ice Beam. So Ice Beam on the Dragon would have done a lot were it not that he switched in his Ferrothorn. Here I switch out Politoed again, go into my Irachi because I know he's going to T-Wave me, and I don't want my Shaman to be T-Waved immediately. So yeah. Now, I went for the U-turn or the Wish here. I can't remember much, but yeah. He goes for the Leech Seed. Doesn't matter. I'm going to switch out anyway next turn. So yeah, the Leech Seed is on me, and here I switch out using U-turn straight into my... I believe I go into... Yeah, back into my Skarmory because I predict the Power Whip once again. I don't want my Tentacruel to get hit that hard, and I need my Skarmory at full health for the Cloyster. I really don't like that Cloyster anymore. Like... That thing is way too powerful. Now, I switch out to my Skarmory into my Shaman because, yeah, that's like the obvious thing to do. And here I just go for the Aromatherapy, healing my Irachi and my my other thing again. So yeah, aromatherapy, guys are healed again, and his Dragonite is in. I go for the air sledge trying to get the flinch, and I actually get it. I thought I could kill him from this range, but yeah, that's like really great. And I killed the Dragonite with a Shaman. How often do you see that? Like I don't carry the hidden power ice, but here I see the Cloyster, and I'm like, yes, I can kill this thing because I'm faster. Nope. I miss my Seed Flare. He gets up the Shell Smash, and I'm like, oh fuck, now I have to let something die. So I just let my Shaman die because I don't want him to set up 2+4 again. So yeah, that's like, shit. And now he goes for the Icicle Spear on my Skarmory. He gets a crit. He gets another hit, another hit, another hit. And I live with 5%, and I go for the Whirlwind. So it's like, awesome. The Celebi is in. And I believe, yeah, I switch out into my Irachi trying to wish up again because I'm like, oh fuck, this really isn't going good. The Irachi comes in, I go for the wish while he goes for the Leaf Storm, and I believe I'm going to U-turn out here because I know the Celebi is faster than me, so that really doesn't matter. And I go for the U-turn, it does 60% to the Celebi, really awesome, and I go into my Tentacruel first to heal him up because Tentacruel was like in bad shape for like the entire match since it took the thunder from the Dragonite. But yeah, I know the Celebi can't do anything to me, so I just go into my Irachi once again. I'm going to make a wish, and I believe even I stay in this time because my Irachi needs some, but I get paralyzed anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now he switches out into his Ferrothorn. I really don't matter. It's perfect target for my Skarmory to come in. But I go for the thunder and I paralyze the Ferrothorn. That's really not good for me. Ferrothorn paralyzed, I hate that. I swear, I just hate that. Now, Irachi paralyzed, again. I go for the wish. Everything happens like over and over again, same way. And here, I just go for the thunder because I don't want to Iron hit him and get some Iron Barbs damage because that would be like crucial. Like, Iron Barb, get damage, and then Power Whip will kill me. Like, oh man, I don't want that. I don't want that shit. Now, here I go for the wish again. I believe this is the time that... No, I just want some more HP because, yeah, Irachi is like really down on the health department, so yeah. Now, we're already at turn 58, and believe me when I say this, we're only at halfway. He has 2 Pokemon down, I have two Pokemon down, it really doesn't matter. Now, he predicts my switch out really nicely, and he goes for the T-Wave. While I get my wish, I predicted Power Whip or something, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Now, the Rapid Spin makes sure the Stealth Rocks are finally gone, so that means that I can switch my Skarmory back in. And I do believe that I predict the Stealth Rock here again, so I went to my Skarmory because I knew that I could roost off the damage then. That's exactly what happens. He goes for a Thunder Wave, doesn't matter, my Skarmory is back to 73%. Really great. Irachi comes in, and on the Celebi, and I know this is I already know it is a good matchup, so I just go for the wish, I believe, again. Yeah, I go for the wish. I believe I stay in here and go for the thunder, or do I go for the U-turn? I don't remember, I think. Yeah, I go for the thunder to stay in and maybe try to get a paralyze on the Celebi. But at least my Irachi is back at full health. The Skarmory is back almost at full health. The Tentacruel is back to full health, so my team isn't actually doing too bad. He just goes for the Stealth Rock again. Just saving some PP, I guess, but yeah. Now I go for the wish. He goes for the Stealth Rock once again, just trying to save some PP on his Ferrothorn because he knows it's a pain in the ass for me. And here I go into the Politoed, predicting something, but he just goes for the Parahax, and even my Politoed gets healed, so yeah! Now I go into Skarmory because I know he can't do much, and he goes into his own Politoed, and I'm like, damn, not the best matchup for my Skarmory, so I switch out into my Tentacruel because I know I can take like anything. And he goes for the Hydro Pump, and it does 31%. So I'm like, 31. That's maybe Specs or Scarf or something, like 252 Modest Nature maybe with a Scarf. So yeah, well, I go for the Toxic at least, and the Celebi comes in. My Irachi is perfect counter for that. So I go back into my Irachi and I go for the wish once more, trying to get something back to reasonable health. Oh no, I go for the U-turn, just trying to kill the Celebi because it's really annoying me. Now it's already at 9%, and I just go for the Ruse because I know he would go for the recover, but I get paralyzed. So yeah. Now Here the Ferrothorn comes in once more. And yeah, I know it was going to switch out, so I just went into my Jirachi once again. That's like, perfect timing to get the Paralyze for him. But he predicts my Jirachi, I believe, and he goes into his Ferrothorn to get some Leech Seed. So I go back into my Skarmory to get back up with Roost. But I get a Paralyze once more. So it's like my one Cloyster check, if it's at plus 2, it's getting lower and lower on health, so it really isn't good. Just because I missed a Seed Flare on the Cloyster, I just know this isn't going to end well. Now the Ferrothorn is here again. I hoped he didn't went for a Leech Seed, but at least he get paralyzed. And I finally get off my Roost back to 85% while he gets off his Leech Seed. And I believe I'm going to switch out again right here, because I don't want... I predicted something, I believe. Oh no, I could just go for the Whirlwind, but it's really stupid because I'm Leech Seeded, and it's like, crap. Now, he doesn't want... Yeah, he goes for the Icicle Spear. It doesn't do really much, but I believe I just go for the Whirlwind because I didn't want him to set up on my face. Yeah. Now, the Politoed comes back in. I switch into my own Politoed because Politoed can take a Hydro Pump, I guess. And here it goes for another Hydro Pump, and he kills me. Too bad, because I want to go for the rest with my Chesto Berry, but it doesn't matter. Now, my Tentacruel comes in, and he switches out into his Ferrothorn while I go for the Rapid Spin, spinning away the rocks. In hindsight, not the best idea, because, yeah, his Ferrothorn is just going to set him up again. While I go into my Skarmory, it's a good thing, because now I can Roost again, bar a Parahax, but this time I don't get it, so yay! Go Skarmory. He gets the Parahax, and I'm back at 91%, so that's good. Now, he goes for the Leech Seed, while I Whirlwind him out into his Politoed again. The Leech Seed isn't really good at again, so I'm going to switch out straight into my Tentacruel again. And I believe this is going to be some kind of Death Fodder, because, yeah, now with the Rain Dish and the Black Sludge, I'm at 24%. And if I would get the Protect, my Tentacruel can live. So, yeah. The Celebi comes in, and it's like, oh shit, now it's going to get full health again. So I'm just going to go into my Jirachi, and while he goes for the Recover. Really stupid play actually from me, but yeah. I learned a lot from this battle. That, like, don't battle if you're not concentrating. That's point one. I also learned from my mistakes, so that's really good. Here I go for the Iron Head, flinch the Ferrothorn, but it's like worse for me than for him, because now I get some Iron Barbs damage, but my wish comes true and I get my full health, so that's good. All fine and dandy. Well, I lost 3 guys already, so that ain't so fine and dandy, I guess. The Tentacruel comes in. I get my wish because Ferrothorn gets paralyzed again. Really awesome. And now I go into my Skarmory, trying to Roost up again. He goes for the Power Whip. Doesn't matter one thing for me. And he just goes for the Leech Seed while I go for the Whirlwind. Well, I believe I've seen this kind of bit already. Well, at least turn 101. We're almost at the end. And here he goes for Politoed with Mud Shots. I'm like, what? What? But yeah, okay. Now, Ferrothorn comes in and I get paralyzed, so shit. But I have -1 defense because of the Mud Shot, so I need to watch out. And I switch in Skarmory because I know, yeah, like he's going to Leech Seed again. But this time I get paralyzed, so it's like, oh damn, I didn't want that. Now I go for the Roost, knowing that I need some more HP, because if I whirl him out into his Cloyster, my Skarmory is going to die. And this is exactly what happens again. The Cloyster comes in, he gets some Leech Seed. He Icicle Spears again, but because he doesn't have a Shell Smash up, it isn't going to do as much as he wants to. And I'm just going to Whirlwind him out again into his Celebi. He gets some Leech Seed recovery again, so I believe I'm going to switch out here because I really hate that Leech Seed. The Ferrothorn has to die. Just has to die, but it doesn't die. Dang! Jirachi, you're a boss. Finish off the Celebi with U-turn. Ah, crap. Ferrothorn comes in again. Yeah, it happens all the time. Swadner already knows my playing style. He predicts me better than I can predict him, so yeah. Now, at least this is a better battle. Turn 110 already. Not really stally, actually, because, yeah, we're just attacking and healing up again. So, yeah. He with the Leech Seed, I with my Roost, Wish, call it what you want. So here I go into my Rachi again, trying to wish up again. I think all my guys that I have left are paralyzed, like the Tentacruel, the Skarmory, and the Jirachi. And he still goes for the T-Wave, trying to preserve some power points. But yeah, here we both get paralyzed. That's like, yay, one turn wasted. So I rolled it out into the Politoed. I swear, that's like, damn, they just won't die. Tentacruel comes in, he takes a Hydro Pump like a champ, 32%. I'm not going to protect right here because I just want to Toxic that Politoed. And I finally get the Toxic on it, so it's really good. Now with Rain Dish, and if I protect here, I can live once again, so I'm going to protect. It doesn't really matter because the Celebi is at full health, but the Politoed is dying at this point, so that's already really good. Now, Jirachi comes in on the Celebi. We've seen it a lot. The Celebi can't do much against my Jirachi. So here I'm getting at my Tentacruel is at low health again. So I'm like, maybe I should wish or U-turn, but I just go for the U-turn. I get a critical hit. Finally, the Celebi is gone. Yes. So it's really, really awesome. I switch into my Tentacruel, and he switches into Cloyster, which is like, ah, shit. And he goes for the Icicle Spear, and he gets 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits, 4 hit, 5 hit, and I flinch! I'm like, what the fuck? Flinch! No! Cloyster, what are you doing? Ah! And here he goes for the Shell Smash! Well, I get paralyzed! Fuck! That's like, fuck! And, oh my god! Now he goes for the Icicle Spear. +1, he's going to kill all my guys, and it's over again. I'm like, that Cloyster? God, fucking Cloyster! No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You already won the first battle. It was a great game, Swadner. I'll be posting the links down in the description. If you want to like these battles, if everything you want to do, just do it. Subscribe, like, comments below. And if you have some tips for the future, if you want to see some other kind of battles, like if you even if you want to do like if you want to battle me or something, just tell me, and it's all fine. Now, the end was actually kind of funny because I finally killed the Cloyster. He couldn't kill me with +1 Icicle Spear, and I killed it with the Brave Bird, but died from my recoil, even though Brave Bird only did 4%. So it's like, it actually was kind of funny still, but yeah. I finally killed that Cloyster. Like, he hexed me to death in the second battle. Like, Shaman missed the Seed Flare. He got a flinch on my Tentacruel, and then I got paralyzed when he Shell Smashed. So yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Like, okay, he already won the first battle, so he's a champ from this tournament. Really good battles. Like I said, comment, rate, subscribe, like this battle, and if you want me to do anything, just like PM me or something. You can send me a personal message if you want to battle me on PO or on Smogon server or Pokemon Showdown maybe. So yeah, that was the battle, and I say goodbye. So yeah, see you in the next battle.